Hi, sorry about that. Scrappy Kathy back with part two of this Scrap Squad Sunday. My we had an alarm, and I thought I'd turned everything off, but apparently I didn't. One of the rules, I guess the last thing we were talking about was the compass rose. We have a few other small things. One of the new rules we had yesterday, because it was Friday the 13th, was to put something scary or spooky. So I just pulled a scrap of Halloween paper, and I've got this, and I thought I'd put it over here by the cat just to kind of decorate that side a bit. We have a rule for sunglasses. And last year we had a rule for avocados, and I found this image of avocado with sunglasses, and I used it on many layouts. But I don't get a point for the avocado this year because that's not a rule, at least not yet. But those are some sunglasses, so I'm still going to use it, and I might layer it kind of back here, or I'll layer it. Okay, my balloons came off. I'll put some glue on that. In any case, let me see where I want to layer this. I think I am going to layer it here, and then I'll place the balloons. I want it up enough. Well, I'm covering the sunglasses. Well, that's okay. I'll put a bit of liquid glue on the balloons, and I may add a little twine, but I'll do that off camera, a little string in that a green color that would work with the other colors we have going on here. So I'm going to do that. Well, actually, if I put string, it'll be hanging over her face in the photograph. Don't want to do that. Okay. We're kind of getting down to the end here, and I'll take a tour through the rules later. I've got this, we had puffy stickers and stars, and I put this little heart here, but I don't have a star on the layout. Maybe I can, I could layer it right here over the purple, kind of tone that down. I could put it up here in the cloud cluster, or over here. Okay, it can go right there on the photograph. We got a rule a couple days ago for coffee or coffee beans, and I have this piece of embellishment. Well, actually, let me use the other side of that. I'll layer some more over here. Maybe right there. That's good enough. Get this. Okay, that's good. We have a rule for books, and a rule for acetate. So I have this. I have a sheet of acetate, and I fussy cut these books from it. I've used this on several layouts. It kind of goes this way, so I think I'll just use it. Maybe I'll use it up here, and then I'll layer something else down there. I've got a feather or a dessert or something that could go down there. So let me put glue on the part that I think is going to get covered up. And I know that there's a trick for okay, that's it. It's overlaying the flower as if I had stamped on top of that flower, and I actually really like that. It kind of covers it up. Here is, we have a thing, because today is Pi Day, you can do, because it's 3.14, it's 314, you can use pi, something to do with pi, like the circumference of a circle, or and some squared r's, or you can have pie or dessert, any dessert. So I'm going to layer this dessert over this, well, maybe I'll have the dessert up here by the avocado. How's that? Okay, that's good. That works. And we needed a tag, and I had this little tiny tag, but I've already used this tag, so I'll put that one in the don't need it bin. This feather, if I did that, that's one thing. There's some other things I need. We had a rule today that that's fairies, and I have some stickers and pictures of fairies, but I have this, there's also a point for word strips and or phrase stickers, and it becomes a sticker as soon as I put adhesive on it, right? So I will use this. It's kind of in a color scheme that isn't, doesn't necessarily go with what else I have going on here, but I'm okay with that. There is a rule for hexagons, and I've got this hexagon. What I did was I punched out a hexagon out of this striped Vicki Boutin paper, and then I fussy cut around where I had, around the hole, if you will. So that created an outline of a hexagon, and I think I'm going to use it right here. And I think I have to use it on the striped side because there's a rule for striped pattern paper, and I don't have any on the page yet. So this is kind of how I do it. I assemble the things that I know will give us points. It's kind of low-hanging fruit, if you will. And then I go check the list. So I like doing things this way. One of the things is to stamp, and another is to use a stencil. So I'm going to do a tiny bit of stenciling right here. I see my ink. I've got Gathered Twigs Distress Oxide, and I'm just going to do one little swish through there. Got it on my, and then I'll do another one maybe right in this area. Okay, that works. And I've got some Vicki Boutin stamps that have, this is a stamp set that has small, tiny words, and it's got that same sprig of greenery that, so I like the You're Amazing. So I will do that. And let me get my here, and I thought I might try to do it here in this little area. That's enclosed by the hexagon. I'm gonna kind of peel this up a bit so that I can get it tucked in there. I'm having trouble seeing it. There we go. That works, and it even it's stamped onto this greenery frame that we have. So I've done my 2 stamping requirements. Oh no, okay, don't want to lose that. Let me put it back away in here, and I have learned the hard way that I need to do that in Calvinball, or else I just really do lose things. I've lost something every year. Put this back. There's a washi tape rule and a music note rule, or a musical symbol. So I'm going to rip this washi tape, leaving making sure that I want to put it under these arrows, and I have to make sure that the torn areas, the music notes show. I can save that. I guess I probably want it to overlap that orange. Kind of get that somewhat tucked under there. Okay, and that's kind of appropriate since it's going to be near the last word of the title, and those are lyrics to that song. You must remember this. I think the song is As Time Goes By. You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. The fundamental something applies. Okay, I've got an enamel dot rule, and I've put these teal ones in there, and I thought I might just do a little group of 3 right in here, or maybe 3 underneath Amazing. And I think they're just 2 colors here. I'm going to take this darker version of it. I'll do it down here under the fairy strip. Here. Oops. These may have to go back and do some glue. Okay, that seems to be okay. Put those away. Now, another thing I can remember that we have to do is dinosaur. We just got that rule today. So I have an orange dinosaur and I have a purple dinosaur. I've already put the purple berries in this little purple wood thing. So let me go with the gray one, actually. Okay, you must is going to go there. So, do I want to... This is a dinosaur looking the wrong way. How about... No. How about we just cut it in half and we have it kind of coming... Yeah, that'll work. I'll have it coming from look like it's walking out of the compass rose. There we go. Okay. It's looking down, and I'm going to save the other half because I can have the tail. Ooh, why don't I just put it here? And it'll look like a really long dinosaur. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's always fun to have fun. Okay, I've got the heart here. I think there is another one not from there. I think there's another one here, and I'm going to kind of layer it here. I think it'll stick because that's photo paper, and you may have experience with that. I have my puffy sticker star there. I have a vellum butterfly. It may be time to go through the rules. I have a rainbow, just kind of looking over in here. Feather, do I have, yes, I have a feather here. I haven't glued my feather down. So let's do that. Do I want it there though? I may prefer the feather to be, I know, I'm gonna actually kind of make it part of that leaf cluster. There we go. And that means the corner of this is exposed, but I'm kind of okay with that. There may be something else I have to use. I think I need a crown, and I have a tiny little bottle cap with crowns that I have punched. I have a little tiny crown punch. It was actually Ava's, I think. Uh-oh, my plane has not stuck. I've moved it around while the glue was drying, and that's usually not a good idea. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'll do the same kind of treatment to the crown. I'm going to put a crown on the avocado. And that just as a reminder to myself even, that avocado is not there for a point. It's there to wear sunglasses and a crown, apparently. Okay, let's see. We'll go through the rules and kind of see what I have. I think photo corners are a rule. Let's look at my photo corners collection. I've got some white ones, doesn't seem appropriate. Black and white polka dot, I've got kind of rainbow polka dots. Here is a cream colored one. If I can find another of those, that might work. There's a cream colored with black polka dot, these fabric ones, or these teal. Let me try a green fabric one, or a cream colored fabric one. And I was going to do one photo corner on each photo. This one's going to have to be down here, and it doesn't cover up too much of the photo, so that's okay. And this one's going to have to be down here, I think. Maybe I can fit it on up here, but I've just glued those. Yeah, that's not going to work. Well, let's see. I do like it at opposite corners like that. Let's see if I can layer it up underneath the balloon. Okay, it's not going far enough down. It's sticky on the back, and it's not cooperating. Okay, there we go. That's good. They hardly show. I may off camera do a pop dot under this to keep the dimension from the gel. Okay, a white pen. I haven't done the title yet either, and I'll do that. I'll do that off camera, and I'm going to put "you must" and the word "remember," and then I'll have this down here. White pen. I know I had my white pen out. I can either doodle or I can write something, and so I think I'll write a little bit of journaling here. Fourth of July barbecue at Steve's. And I need a date stamp, so I'm gonna pull my date stamp out. This was in 2009. My date stamp goes to 2010, so I'm gonna have to, or starts at 2010. So I'm going to use 2019, and let's see what I want to do here. I'm looking for like stolen. That's good. I'll do this with the brown ink. It's not going to show too much, but actually let me use the black because I have to correct it in a black pen. I did it in brown on a layout yesterday and ended up having to correct it in gold. Let me kind of do that in a few places. And the stolen that I'm referring to there is we stole a glance at and took a photo. These days the kids think it's stealing when we take photos of them. Okay, arrow, we've got date stamp, circle, we've got that in there. Enamel dots, I've got die cut. There are die cuts all over the place. Geometric pattern paper on the balloons. Song title. I'm not going to bore you with all of this, but it kind of looks like I've got just about everything. I'm not seeing anything. Watercoloring. I'm going to skip the watercolor point. If I had a stamped image, I'd watercolor inside of it, but I'm not gonna do that. Camera, bling. Do I have bling? Bling and sequins. I will add bling and sequins after we stop filming. Banners. Actually, I'll do it. We started a new one. Banners. Oh, I don't have those. I don't have those banners, the pleated banners, and I really don't have room. And that's kind of a look for maybe a more perfect looking kind of page. But I want the banner point, so I'm going to add a banner. Oh, I found one right here. I was going to cut this one in two and use that. This is actually an old Vicky Bouton pattern paper, and so I'm going to use it somewhere. I don't know where. I may layer it like this over that purple wood thing, or kind of like that. But that doesn't make much sense layered over a flower. Neither do those books, by the way, but nothing like that stops Calvinballers. So I'm going to go ahead and layer this there. I've got it on a pop dot, so it's going to kind of twirl around a little bit. Okay, you've seen where I do that. Bling, I've got some large gold bling or some tiny purple bling. I already have my purple points on here. I'm gonna layer some large gold pieces. This is a group of colors I never use. This is kind of an amber color. Let's see where I need it. Oh, well, that's where the word this is gonna go. So don't really wanna mess with that. I'll put it over here, and then another one maybe up kind of in this little, I'll tuck it in by the bird. So that forms my triangle. And sequins, I'm just going to pull a few and put them out here on my mat. They're sticking to my fingers. I have sequin fingers. And they stick to the, okay. I'm not gonna spend a lot of effort decorating this with sequins, but it will add the pink color that I get a point for. So let me close that up, put this back in here. I have a bird. Is there anything else? Let me see. Coffee, I've got that represented. I'm going to do this as if it's kind of an asterisk. It'll draw the eye to that stamped "You're amazing." And it'll kind of stand out on the cream background. This is a tiny little white sequin that I'm going to maybe put up here by this cup of coffee. And it'll be just a little tiny bit of bling. I'll put this one here. That teal banner kind of stands out a bit. It's a different line. It was a summer or spring line, and it's there's different character to it than the teal that's in this Wildflower and Honey collection, which is basically fall. Okay, musical symbols we've got. Grid layout, not really. Although you could consider it a grid in that we've divided the page into 4 sections. There's this one, this one, this one, and this one. These lines kind of divide it in half, and the photos divide it. I could maybe claim that, but I probably won't. Nautical and fairy, I've got the fairies. Star, did I do a star? Yes, I have a star, puffy star, gold foil, a doily. I have not used a doily, or even a piece of a doily. And I have this black doily that I can cut like so, and I can pretty much layer this under anything. Maybe right over here, where it layers over the flowers. Do that. I'll kind of bring it in like that, cut this off of it, put a tiny dab of glue so that it stays put when I find it a home. Okay, I need to have a bottle of glue just for filming that's always new. Okay, let me do this and kind of tuck that there. Okay, there's my doily. Okay, that's a point. Put that back in there. And this little piece that's left may show up on another layout. I think that's trash, though. Clover, shamrock, we got washi tape, crown, green, rainbow, butterfly. The butterfly's here. Wood veneer. We have wood veneer on this little purple piece. Puffy stickers, the heart or the star. Wood grain paper. Oh. I have some snowflakes. There's a snowflake point and a wood grain point, and I think I have a snowflake punched. I do not. Okay, then let's do that. I'll pull out my snowflake punch. I think I put it in the, yeah, there it is. Okay, this is a really pretty light. Okay. Let me pull it out. It's a really pretty light colored paper. I'm going to put the snowflake over here because I've got a snowman coming up, and I thought I'd put the snowman right there by the dessert. Let's see. I've got a piece of. I need to fussy cut a few of these while watching a television show, and then and store them with. Where are my fussy cutting scissors? Store them with. Well, you know, I'm going to have to cut them with my non-fussy cutting scissors, which are not nearly as good at small, fine things like that. I've lost them, but that's okay. We'll go with this. I'm going to just kind of do this. Now this is, the background on this is the same kind of teal that's in the collection. So I'm just gonna very roughly kind of cut it. The snowman and the, you know, really none of the embellishments have much to do with the photos or the story, other than they require Calvinball points, and it adds to the color and interest and detail of the page. And I love that during Calvinball, but I have to tell you that every year after a month of doing it, I do a lot of minimalist layouts in April. Okay, so we're going to put, there's a snowflake in wood grain paper, so I get the wood grain point and the snowflake point, and there's a snowman kind of right in there. Okay, let's see what else we have. Paper clip I've got right there. Pink is somewhere. There's pink in this fairies sheet, and I've got a couple pink sequins. Monochromatic, it's not. Ink splatters I have. Tag I have. Snowflake I have. Sunglasses on the avocado. Purple in a couple places. They took the toilet paper rule away. I actually had little bits of toilet paper kind of stuffed under some photos. Snowman, cloud, cat I've got right there. Planes, trains, autos, I've got the plane right here. Spooky, scary, that's this little guy. Dinosaur, I've got the head here and the tail here. And pie, dessert. I think they're all there, all the ones that I could do, and here's my finished layout. Looks absolutely nothing like this gorgeous page. I promise on times when I depart this much, I promise to go back and do one of these. That this will definitely go in my lift it pile to do in these soft, beautiful colors with that wood grain down there. But in the meantime, this is what I'll put into the album, and I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned enough about Calvinball to pique your interest in maybe joining in this year or next. the rules increase, and so each of your layouts has the opportunity to score much higher as you get towards the last half of the month. So it's not too late to join, and as soon as you request it, go to the Calvinball 2020 page in Facebook and request to join, and I'll approve your request. One of the administrators who approves requests. That's my only duty. So I'm not setting rules or anything. Everyone in the group gets to suggest the rules. So, happy Scrap Squad Sunday. This was a wonderful lift. I hope to do it more justice next time, and I will finish putting the title on. I don't want you to have to stay there and watch me pull each letter, but it'll be on the finished layout when I post it. Again, thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.